What's up, fam? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Oh man, we got Suge Knight, Ray J, and Whack 100 slinging mud back and forth with some shocking allegations. Where do you see what Suge Knight said about Ray J and Snoop Dogg, and what Ray J said about Suge Knight? Now, Ray J is doing these videos with Vlad TV. Somehow or another, it leaked to Suge Knight that Ray J was on there telling his death row stories or what have you. Now, at the same time, Suge Knight is on with the Art of Dialogue. So Suge Knight is saying that Ray J is lying. He never was hanging around death row like that. And he's, not being truthful. Ray J got on the phone with his manager, Whack 100, who claims he set up the interviews with Vlad. And where do you hear some of the things that Whack 100 said? This is some of the things that Suge Knight was pissed off about. He's talking about Lisa Left Eye Lopes. So we're going to get into what Whack 100, who's talking to Ray J at this time. I don't know whether they're on Clubhouse or whatever, but where did you hear what Whack 100 says? And this is probably what ticked off Suge Knight. And then we're going to go to what Suge Knight said. So this is exclusive stuff. This is crazy. So this is Whack 100 talking to Ray J.
I mean, let's keep it real. If the nigga wasn't violating Left Eye, she wouldn't have never ran up
Oh my God.
And she would have never been dead today. Nah, fuck all that, nigga. You was in the motherfucking hallway.
I mean, you right. Nah, you right. Oh, God, you right.
The motherfucking elevator. Paru, she in the middle of the motherfucking goddamn condo with a bat, beating the fucking shit to shit off the wall. We told her, don't fuck the girl. Yeah, don't fuck the girl, right? He stick his dick in the bitch, lie to the bitch. Nigga, we get the bitch out of there, take her to the yacht. He tell her, go freshen up. Me and Whack gonna be out on the patio. He tell the motherfucking captain, yo, set up the motherfucking coast, come back tomorrow. We jump off the yacht before we get too far from the dock. Nigga, we get to the 90 to the 405, cross the 10 to Santa Monica. The captain calling, sir, we have a problem. The young lady has a butcher knife to my neck, and she's threatening to kill me if I don't take her back to the dock. He bring the bitch back in. She come in, distraught, jump on the plane, go down into Honduras to see Dr. CB, and nigga, she never make it back. If you wouldn't have did all that playing with that little girl head, nigga, she still be here today. That's a fact.
Nah, that's real.
That's deep.
So you heard Whack 100. Whack 100 pretty much blamed Suge Knight for the death of Lisa Left Eye Lopes. Pretty much. He talked about an incident where they were on a boat or was on a yacht, and he was going to they were going to jump off and leave Left Eye. And then you heard what Whack said Left Eye did, put a butcher neck to the captain's neck and told to take her back. Whack 100 said, you shouldn't have been playing around with that girl. I told you not to sleep with her. You messed around, slept with her, playing with her head. And then, you know she was going, still messed up in her head about Andre rising. And he said you were playing around with her, and that's what happened. That's why this happened to her. Now, Suge Knight caught whim of what Ray J and Whack 100 was saying. And wait till you hear what Suge Knight said. Wait till you hear what Suge Knight had to say about Ray J and Snoop Dogg.
I'm quite sure it's some interesting things that you guys can put together and tell your story. It's for me to tell my motherfucking story. When it comes to the part where you talk about Left Eye had a problem, if he died because of me, that's a lie. But let's talk about some facts. Whitney Houston It's on your hands. I remember the conversation when she thought her life was in the toilet. She didn't even say your name. She just used the term that Brandy's little brother bringing me drugs and doing drugs with me. Brandy's little brother trying to kiss me and do drugs with me. Next thing you know, she's dead. You brag about all these phone calls recorded. You brag about how Snoop tell you and told you he's a part of the people who put bread to kill Pac. That's why I say don't mention Tupac's name in none of your interviews, because you fuck with the motherfucker Snoop who said he had something to do with it. So Snoop was involved in killing hip-hop's best all-time artist. You was involved in killing the best female vocalist that ever did it, Whitney Houston. So to get your ratings to go up for Love and Hip Hop, wherever the fuck that is, or wherever you guys got to do to be relevant, talk about that. That alone speaking volumes.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Did y'all just hear that? Did y'all just hear that? Suge Knight basically blamed Ray J for the death of Whitney Houston and said that Snoop Dogg had something to do with the death of Tupac. So now this puts a very interesting spin on things that are going on with Keefy D. And we already heard the claims. I broke that down for y'all. I told y'all I dropped out on my blog years ago. And Ray J hit me up about it. I ran that story, said Ray J's got some explaining to do when I used to run a blog way back in the day. 2012, right around the time she passed. And he said, "Oh, come on, Hab, you gotta take that down. You have to take that down. That's not part. You're gonna have people thinking all this stuff about me, Hab." So they've been running this rumor about Ray J having something to do with Whitney Houston's death and him running around with the drug pusher, the dude Van Exels or whatever his name was, that Ray J was seen with him at the hospital. So a lot of people have been talking about that they believe that Clive Davis allegedly wanted Whitney out of here because she owed him so much money and he owned her masters, and he figured she would be worth more to him dead than she was alive because she was so far in debt, plus she had sold her publishing, right? And he didn't feel as though she had anything left. He had already passed the torch to Jennifer Hudson. He decided he was going to put all his money into Jennifer Hudson. And Whitney was getting better. She was there to perform, to show everybody that she was back. Because she was clean. And then Ray J got a hold of her. That's the rumor, allegedly. Far as the Snoop Dogg thing goes, didn't they just put Reggie Wright and say that he's now a suspect? So now how is it that if he's a suspect, now they're mentioning, Suge says Snoop Dogg. Snoop says that it's Snoop Dogg. And then how about the allegations about Left Eye? Nope, we've never heard of that. Because they kept their relationship very quiet. We didn't even in the TLC movie, they had somebody, the guy named, she was dating wasn't even named Suge. They said they had her date some guy named Larry. So they didn't even want to put that in the movie. That was such a secret. This is crazy allegations. This is about the second or third time somebody's brought up Ray J with Whitney Houston. Now, I brought it up a long time ago, so I don't want nobody saying, oh, Jaguar Wright told us. I told y'all back in 2012, man, long before Jaguar Wright even showed up. What do y'all think about that, man? Snoop Dogg being involved in the assassination of Tupac Shakur? What do you think about Suge Knight saying Ray J was responsible for Whitney Houston? And Whack 100 and Ray J saying that Suge Knight is pretty much responsible for why Left Eye isn't here anymore. Man, people are throwing some crazy allegations around now 25, 30 years later, son. Y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think. Who do you believe? Or do you believe all of them? Let me know down in the comments, man. This is nuts. Crazy allegations. Your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this with your friends.